Okay. I gotta edit my settings first. Where the hell is it? Is it camera speed? I thought it was deceleration. Let's go with speed. Oh fuck. How did I do that shit? Audio's ridiculous.
Dyer's mid-tower's been disarmed.
Light.
Gather round.
No. You're safe. You were out of your weight class. Shadow wave.
Alright, let's try that. Maybe a bit higher.
Thanks.
Alright, here I am casting another game. Except for I'm gonna cast it. Now, currently, it looks like Radiant is getting screwed. Now, the reason why I'm casting a game that's halfway through is because I asked if I could cast this exact game, and the guy said he's not sure, and decided not to tell me, and decided to play the game right away, so fuck him, and I'm casting it anyways, whether it's 18 minutes in the game or not. So, let's introduce the players. We have Young Eudaimonic on the Earthshaker, Young Surf. I guess this is happening at a LAN, so this is Team Young. We got Surf on the Dazzle. We've got Young, some Oriental language that looks very similar to Chinese because I could kind of distinguish them. Young Aoki. Aoki plays Dota now. Nice. Young Ryan. Said asshole. He's dead. And for the Dire, we've got another Oriental name. Looks Chinese also. Could be Japanese. On the puck. Hexen Jaded on the Lion. We've got frickin' up here. There's a fight going on. A Megaponer. I've heard of him before. I don't remember what team he's on. Whether it was Root or whatever the hell it was. But there's a Megaponer on the Zeus, who just blew up the young Steve Aoki. Quirr on the Viper, and 123 on the Undying. So, as I said, current situation, Radiant has only tier 2s up, and they're probably going to lose this top one pretty soon. Mind you, the push power of this team is not that great. They got a mech, Hanamitis on the Viper for the Dire. We're going to call, what's this team called? Jig? We're going to call them Team Jig. So for Team Jig, their push power is actually not the greatest. Period. Like, what the hell is their push power? They're winning with a goddamn Viper. I'm surprised they even have towers on the map. Anyways, push power is a little bit stronger with the Radiant, but obviously their team fight compatibility is nowhere near the strength of this. So Puck goes in for a little bit of initiation. He screws up a bit. Fissure manages to connect on point. Got some lightning spewing out from the, what the hell is it? What's that hero called? Oh, Leshrecht.
Radiant's mid-tower's
Meme pick getting destroyed. It's not a meme pick. It's actually a tier 1 pick. Tier 1 pick getting destroyed. Items, Glimmer Cape for the Dire. Mech, obviously. I've said that I think 3 times now. Zeus. Classic Bloodstone Rush Zeus. Even on a winning team, it's only 6 charges. And then you got Lion with his Tranquils because he's absolute dirt poor. Puck, nice Blink Dagger Dagon. Not a fan of the Dagon on Puck, but I can see it working here. Not really, but I'm just going to say that because I'm a caster. Illusory Orb in. Doesn't really connect. Dazzle, we've got a Medallion, so they tried to do some early Roshans. Not sure if they did or not successfully, but they tried. Weaver, not in the greatest of scenarios. There's the Finger of Death. Nice grave from Dazzle. They're really diving the Dire for this. And I don't see Viper here to really back them up, so Puck is going to get incinerated by an Echo Slam. But the Zeus Lightning Bolt does manage to pick up the Leshrecht. Get Leshrecht. But Weaver's got no damage, so I assume this is a position 1 Weaver with a position 2 Leshrac mid. Or sorry. Yeah. No, I said that right. Okay. I'm not dumb. So yeah. He's gotta go safe now because he's 0-3. Things just didn't work out for him. Tusk, 4-6. I think that's an offlane Tusk. It could be an offlane Earthshaker. Earthshaker's got blinks, so we're gonna go with offlane Tusk though because he's higher level. He doesn't have much either. There's really not a whole lot. The only one who really has items on this team is the Earthshaker, and that's it. Blink Dagger. For Team Young, YG, we're gonna call them Young Gurus because I like India. I don't hate India, but I don't like it either. I'd probably not go there. It's one of the countries I wouldn't visit, personally, but that's just me. I'm not a woman, so maybe it's safer, but still. Omega Poner. I've definitely heard of this name. I should have done some research on this random unknown land I've never heard about and just start casting a random game without actual authority to do so. Let's just hope they're not streaming it. I don't think it's that big. I think it's just a public land for public people and a public place known as Toronto. Tusk. They get a kill. 2 kills. 12 to 17. Game's looking a little more even. Oh, Omega Poner. Omega Poner's doing very well. Because he now has a Blink Dagger. The minute you get a Blink Dagger, you're doing well. But that Naked Bloodstone was a big no-no. But it'll probably pay off for him. We'll find out. No bias whatsoever in this cast. Checking for runes. I mean, not runes. Wards. Good warding, actually, from the Radiant. Can I zoom out in this? No, because I don't... Oh! Yo! What's going on here? Am I watching an old game, or can I just watch past things live? I didn't know that. It says live. That's interesting. I don't even have cat. I'm just a spectator, man. How many people are watching this game? Ooh, 5. Nice. So, wow, that one random person who dislikes things randomly. Screw them. Mana leak, max. It makes sense, kind of. Not really. Not for a Weaver. Unless you mana leak him so we can't use time lapse. But it doesn't make sense for him. It makes total sense for the Leshrac, actually. Earthshaker. Makes sense for a Dazzle. Tuskar. So why not? I like, how does Hex scale? Let's check this out. Let's learn people who are not 5k here. So it's just increased duration at the cost of 25 mana each time. I don't know. I think that's worth it, honestly. Because, I mean, you're getting 0.5 extra seconds on a Hex, which would mean all the world. You're not just there canceling TPs. Speaking about TPs, Weaver's is on cooldown, so I'm not sure how he's supposed to get up to top lane and help defend this. I guess they don't plan on defending it, really. They're just kind of delaying. They have good delay tactics. They do have the lightning. They've got the fissure. Vision is going to go bye-bye, because Hexer is going to get rid of it with Zeus, so Mega Poner. When I did that weird talking, rambling thingy with the Zeus thing, I was trying to imitate that guy from Lonely Island. No, not Lonely Island. What the hell is that group called? I don't know. Maybe it's Lonely Island. No, it's not Lonely Island. What the hell are they called? They did that stupid Pop Yola song with Adam Levine, I think. I think that was when it all went downhill for them. Alright, Autotune. There we go. Puck. He's like, screw Autotune, boys. And Idamonic is dead. Random TP in from the offlaner, Echo. That did not pan out too well. And they're getting crushed. But honestly, I do like the Radiance draft. It makes sense. On a serious note, no more jokes. These nuts, Hagadam. Okay, that's random. But anyways. It makes sense, though. Like, the Leshrac, they got the just top tier pick from him. You could keep him alive while he's just burning you to crap. Burning 5 people. Do a clutch Hobos play or whatever. Earthshaker, Echo Slam. They could snowball in to do Echo Slam into a bunch of creeps. Though Blink is better, but the option's there. Like, it makes sense their draft. I actually don't get Jig's draft. Jig's is like all in. It's like, okay, we gotta win within 35 minutes or we're kind of screwed. And it's working, you know? Oh, Echo Slam committed. He dead. That's worth it. That's definitely worth it. Omega Poner now has his Bloodstone charges racking up. A little bit better. Core is, hasn't he had, like, Mech Hand forever? Look at this goal. Come on. Come on, that's just bad mannered. Buy a Scepter. Even a Blink Dagger. I want to see a Blink... No, you know what? Let's think of items. We're fighting a Leshrac, so magic damage. Anything that cancels magic damage, like a BKB, could be useful. I want to see Blink, though. I honestly do. Because there was that one fight in top where they overextended, and Viper's just like, I'll just hit towers. And he probably could have blinked in and mech'd up and maybe helped that team fight earlier. I'm not sure. I'm only a 3k player. What do I know? Here we go. Lightning. What's Diabolical Edict? Pulse Nova. Pulse Nova and Diabolical Edict. So I was on point. Weaver going in. Geminate attack. Does manage to finish off the Viper. Weaver is on a killing spree. He was 0-3, and he's starting to catch up. 3-3. Got a nice fissure going on there, but Dazzle just going to pop the dust. That basically means I'm screwed, but I'm actually not. Ken Grave is Weaver. He does manage to do it. Weaver, run for your life. Run. Run, Weaver. Okay. BKB's off cooldown. He does have another Shikuchi. They're just going to give up. Megaponer going to manage to pack up the dust. Well, the Undying does. The zombie man. They sing the song of death. Wait. I can do that better. Let me try that again. First blood. No, wait. How does he do it? First blood. They sing the song of death. I don't know. Whatever. Something like that. I'm not a voice actor. Earthshaker. I like this. I like the cloak. How many of them have cloaks? It is technically a cloak in a way. Nope. You sly bastard. Cloak. Cloak. Okay. So they don't like Zeus. They don't like Lion. They don't like Puck. They really don't like magic damage. I wonder what cancels magic. Honestly, Weaver is a good hero, especially against this lineup, but I actually would have preferred the Animage here. Not gonna lie. They have quite a bit of intelligence, which, but just with all the mana costs and the mana burning, I think it would have done something. You also have your slight magic immunity. There is other heroes that you could go. Even a Centaur, I think, would have been good. Just someone who can man up. Who's manning up on this team? You have a Tusk. So he goes in, he does his combos. This is a pretty tanky Tusk, and he does have his Glimmer Cape, but I don't know. I feel rather than like magic sustainability, more so just sheer tankage is what would help you live against this draft. So Centaur, he's gonna get kited to death against this draft, but he's gonna take damage. He's gonna soak in damage. They're gonna have to commit damage to him or go past him and focus other people, and then he could just double edge and kill himself that way. Anyways, enough rambling. Roshan gone. Team Jig. The Jig's up. For themselves, they do manage to get Roshan. I'm going to check Twitch chat. Oh, fuck. Did I close the screen? No, I didn't. But my viewer's gone. So, I'm casting to nobody. Until I post on YouTube. Bam. Young Oriental name. Getting closer to that scepter. I feel this is not what you want to do when you're behind. But might be the if because I can't actually justify why it's not the right call, I have to say, but he is behind. Maybe they just need the sheer damage output pumping out. I like how he didn't go for an extra charge in Pulse Nova. It's more mana, and what's like, it's just 30 extra damage. Why am I looking at that? Yeah, it's more mana a second, and all you're getting is 30 extra damage. That actually makes sense. I kind of like this. I never knew that, so I just learned something here. But I think once you get close to 16, it's probably safe to say you could level it to max. The extra damage is needed. It's kind of like a mini scepter in a way, except for just you have no points to put skills in other than stats, really, so might as well go it. And we're going to have a push here by the Dire. Radiant do kind of know this. They see Viper. He's kind of like the foreman of this. Finally buys an item. He buys a heart. And I think he's got another item sitting in the courier or something. No, he doesn't. He just bought a heart. It's actually pretty expensive. I over-exaggerated his gold. How much gold he has. So they're all grouped up. No smoke going here. I don't think a wraparound's going to do anything. I think they have to fight under the tower. If they could get anyone actually under the tower. This Viper's just so goddamn tanky. Look. Look at this damage. Pop mech. Bam. Back up. 8 more tower hits. Let's go. And that's plenty enough because this tower's already below 50% HP. Not watching this on Source 2 is pretty shitty. Dazzle. Do the wave. That might have been Witch Doctor. No, that's right. That's Dazzle. Do the wave. Zap. Who needs healing? Oh, blink. Not good enough. Let's see what that ability's called. Waning Rift. Waning Rift. Snowball. Walrus Punch. He's out of here. So they do manage to pick off the Lion, who was a little bit out of position. It's going to cost Tusk his life. Glimmer Cape's out. That's actually doing sufficient damage blocking. The zombies are up. Not really on point. But that was actually okay by him. He did not too bad. There's the grave there too to ensure his survivability. I was questioning how this giraffe pushes, but when you're this tanky, it could take 5 years to push the damn tower, and no one's gonna kill you. They're just. It's basically what I was thinking if the Radiant had a Centaur instead of a Weaver. Basically, is what this Viper's doing. Like, he's okay. He is tanky by his passive, but he's not naturally tanky. He builds it. He goes mech, he goes to heart, and he just gets tanky. It's the same thing with Centaur. Yes, he's got the passives to make him tanky, but he's not naturally tanky. Okay, he is. I'm trying not to basically what I'm saying is, rather than trying to withstand damage, like, make it less damage reduction and stuff, it's basically... Never mind, that's going against my theory. Forget I said any of that. Centaur's a good hero, Viper's a good hero. There we go. But like I said, like I was saying, I don't see them pushing the base, but when they're this tanky, they could just sit up here and go through slowly chunking these, and they can't really do much without investing a lot of resources. It's like a cheetah in the whatever world, in the animal kingdom. He wants to get his meal with the less expense of resources used. So he doesn't want to run forever to kill a fucking deer. He just wants to go for the weakest ones, and if he's gonna make the effort to go for a deer, he's got to make sure it's gonna actually happen. Otherwise, he's not gonna waste his time. So here you go. But they're in the position where they're the cheetah, the Radiant, team young guys, or young gurus. They're in the position where they've already committed to this deer, but this deer is secretly Usain Bolt's pet deer. So he's like, they didn't know this. They found out too late, but it's too late to go back. They've already wasted too many resources, and if they don't get this kill, it's going to be for nothing, and they're going to just starve to death and die. Okay, that was pretty morbid the way I put it. But that's basically what's happening here. So they're in a situation where they have to keep putting in resources into this Viper, who's just healing up. They go back in, they do a little more chip damage, they waste your resources, you go back, and they eventually just outlast you. So here we go. We're starting to see this. It's been going on for about 3 minutes, and now there's a little bit of a blown ult by Earthshaker. Not the best one he could have did. Zeus buybacks, gets the ult off. Alt AF. I'm not pronouncing. That's a dead Weaver. Lots of buybacks, though. Look at this. Nothing's even taken damage. They're finally going back. They're like, okay, let's go. We've outlasted them. Let's start hitting the barracks now. Buybacks have happened. They're going to waste a few more resources. They might actually get this puck here. Needs to be careful. Blink Dagger. Not off cooldown. He's going to Wanting Rift. Or, what's this called? Yes, Wanting Rift. Now has enough to phase shift. Ryan's in trouble. Hexen Jotted. It's really making me lose my voice because of the name. Viper just laying into the Dazzle. 1, 2, 3 ABC. I'm just saying his name to sound like I know how to cast with my multicasting, casting skills that I can put on my resume. On my Dota caster resume. I'm now a tier 1 caster. Puck. He's just gonna Wanting Rift. He's getting out of there. Shikuchi from the Weaver didn't really catch anything. They're gonna go back now. Roshan is not up yet, so they're just gonna farm their jungle. Wards are okay for the Radiant, so they'll know when this is happening. So I'm pretty sure they had vision of that puck. Blizzard's top. This is what for new players out there. Jig is doing a prime example of what you're supposed to do in a game of Dota after you finish Alpha Racks. So they keep the jungle under their command, and pretty much with the majority of their team's heroes, but they don't just leave all these creeps to go to waste. They send one guy back to do that, which kind of puts them at risk for an ambush, but they're so far ahead that being down one guy, they could just send a support back there, isn't really going to factor whatsoever. Weaver, let's get a nice view of you. Look at this. Desolator is such a good item. It's starting to make a big comeback. It's a lot cheaper now. And like as you saw if you've been watching the ESL1 Frankfurt games with EG, Fears, Clinks, Fast Deso really does work. But then again, he got buffed with the no orbs, yada yada. Actually going for the Scepter on Zeus. It is good. It's one of the heroes I would agree that you go Scepter before Refresh on. But I still think a Refresh on Warlock's a little bit nicer. I do see the benefits of Scepter. It's just a personal flavor. Your own personal flavor. You're the sous chef and the head chef's telling you what to do, but you kind of just like, you know. I'm dying. Help. Send help.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom.
Oh, man. Weaver's in a bit of trouble. They do have detection. Here comes Tusk, though. Gonna manage to get the puck. He does Wanting Rift. Or Phase Shift. Wanting Rift is a silence. Or Wanting Phase Shift thingy. Viper just, he's like, I'll hit creeps. No casualties here, so... I want to say that's good for young gurus, but it's not, because they need these resources, as I was talking about, just to defend the base, just to keep themselves alive. They waste it outside the base, so now it's even harder to defend. Look at this, they're just going to have to fissure and go in like this. But Zeus, he provides detection. Not a whole lot they could do. There goes the Viper Strike. Sending out the Beetles. Shikuchi or the Swarm. The Swarm cutting. There we go. Goes in Tuskar. Not really successful on the snowball, but that's a beautiful Echo Slam from Eudaimonic. Manages to pick off the puck. No buyback on him. He might have it, but 71 seconds. I'm not even checking if he has it. His thing's glowing on the outside, which means he does. But this freaking Viper is going to town. Who needs a BKB when you can just chew through very slow and antagonizing poison strikes? That's bad breath at work, boys. And there goes Team Young Gurus. The Punjabi just wasn't good enough. I'm not being racist. I'm just thinking of Indian words that I know. And they're down for the count. Team Jig. The Jig's up for Young Gurus. And this, I started at, what, 18 minutes? 39-minute cast? This 20-minute cast actually went out pretty good. So, that's that. And I will probably be casting another game, but I'm going to shut off the stream for highlighting purposes because I just want to do it one at a time. Like, to ship it to YouTube, I think is easier this way rather than video editing. So, I'll do that. And I will be back soon. Hopefully. Maybe. Who knows? Stay tuned.